This is me riding a street bike. This is me on a supermoto. And this is me on a motocross bike. Now, if you look very closely, you'll notice that they all have something in common.
It's that they all have two wheels, right? No. They're all motorbikes? Well, yes, but that's not the point. None of them are electric bikes. No. It's that I'm riding all of them incredibly slowly. Oh. I thought that was too obvious. For a good chunk of my motorcycling life, I've been embarrassed about being a slow rider.
I mean, it's hard not to be when this is your peak lean angle.
In fact, I bet at some point I would have even told you that I had no interest in being fast, and meant it.
But in 2022, that all changed. Don't get me wrong, I'm not even close to being fast on a bike.
However, I did find the most important ingredient to becoming fast, and it's something reserved for just us slow riders. It's not often we get something the fast guys can't have.
In 2022, I rode a wider variety of bikes and had more seat time than ever before. And if there's one thing that will make you faster on a motorcycle, it's seat time.
Or a slip-on exhaust, because everyone knows that if you're louder, you're faster.
It was actually my few weeks with a Harley Davidson that sparked my interest in becoming a better rider. No, wait, it was the KLR 650. All I remember is that it was one of those slow bikes that vibrates too much. It was the KLR that got me to ride off-road again and was way more fun than I expected, which got me back on dirt bikes, which got me back to the motocross track, which brought to my attention just how much I still have to learn. The best place to learn is obviously a racetrack of any kind. There aren't any speed limits, unpredictable road conditions, and the only dangerous people operating vehicles out there are other like-minded people such as yourself, which actually makes it a lot more fun.
However, racetracks are kind of intimidating places for slow riders because there are so many fast hotshots that I worry about getting in the way of, especially when it comes to motocross because I didn't grow up in that environment, so everything is foreign to me. And because I'm a silly human being like everybody else, I worry more about embarrassing myself than just having fun.
It was the same when I got my supermoto recently. My initial plan wasn't even to take it to the karting track because I didn't want to be the slowest guy there. But some family member of mine wanted to ride my supermoto and offered to get some trackside shots for the video, which obviously I couldn't refuse. And I ended up having one of the best days on a bike I've ever had.
As it turns out, I wasn't even the slowest guy there. I didn't get in anybody's way, and once again I realized how much I have to learn.
And that is the catalyst for wanting to get faster. That feeling of wanting to go back to the track the next day because you're sure you can be faster than yesterday.
Having a lot to learn is what us slow guys have over the fast guys. They've already learned 90% of what they need to know to ride fast, whereas we have probably 70% or more of the basics to learn before we're even average, and those are the easiest skills to learn.
It's the rapid progress from track day to track day that's so much fun. That feeling of getting your line right after practicing all day. That feeling of clearing a jump that you've been eyeing up since your first time at that track. That feeling of braking later and carrying more speed into a corner without crashing.
It's kind of like running. You've probably heard of the runner's high, but you won't get to experience it until you've put the effort in to get fit enough to run 5 kilometers or more without dying.
And it's the same with motorbikes. Once you put in the effort to be slightly faster, you start to enjoy it more. You can start to see what you need to learn, what you're doing wrong, and that is addictive.
I honestly think that it's more fun to discover that you want to be a faster rider later in life than to have worked your whole life to be fast, only to realize that you can't quite cut it and that you can't make racing your career. I'm 24 and only just realized how much fun it is to progress on a motorcycle. And it's the thought of where I could be in 10 years that excites me. There's no pressure of it being a job because it's just a fun hobby.
Once I got out of my own way and went to the track more frequently, I realized that most people there are just like me. They want to have fun and get better. Nobody's judging how you ride. The fast guys don't care if you get in their way because they have the skills to get around you anyway.
So this is your sign to go to the racetrack more frequently this year. It doesn't matter to what track or with which bike, because they're all fun and they all have something to teach you. And remember, there's no reason to be embarrassed about being slow, because we have something that they don't.